Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you that have a BMW guys F30, F31 or F34 and you need to remove or replace purge control valve. Stay with us, we'll explain where it's located, how to get to it, how to remove it, everything from start to finish. Also, we'll share something guys, if you have certain BMW 3 Series that generation, how we can save you probably $5,000 to $10,000 on future car repair, so make sure you stand till the end. Before we start, okay, let me tell you a little bit guys, it should work on generation 2012 to year 2019. Some engines, the purge control valve may be at a little bit different location, but on most gasoline engines will look kind of like that and you will know what to expect guys, even if you have a different engine. Now, if you need to buy a new purge control valve, any parts, tools, we'll share the link in the description of the video below and you can see where you can get all that from for a really good price, quick shipping as well. Another thing, we guys make more than 200 to 300 free repair videos on every single car we get at the shop. But specifically on this generation BMW, we're planning on having more than 500 free videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission as a shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. So let's explain what we have and what we're working on now here. This is it guys, 320 or 328i with the N20 engine will be exactly the same procedure, other engines may differ a little bit. Now if you have N20 and 26 engine, some of those have weak timing chain components. I think it's a plastic guide that breaks. At early mileage, we just replaced one that failed at 87,000 miles guys. Okay, right there you can see turbo. So that can cost you $5,000 to $10,000 if you ruin your engine guys. We have a special video that explains which models are affected, okay, and also the complete guide to how to replace your timing chain and on that engine, and that could be very beneficial guys. So please check out the links in the description of the video below. Let's go ahead and start on it now. So now guys, for the purge valve, as you can see, we took a few things apart. We're going to get to that point. Don't worry, we'll explain everything that we did so far guys, but I want to explain something. Okay, you will need to remove that engine cover, okay, that engine shield right here. Otherwise you will not be able to actually access the purge valve. You may be able to, it's up to you, but we'll include in the video how to remove it, how to get to it. And also guys, okay, what we're going to do here now, okay, we remove the intake hose and you can see the intake hose and the throttle body, so we can show you with a great detail, okay, how to get to the purge valve. But practically you don't have to do that if you know what we're doing, and we're going to explain about that as we go. So we're not going to show you how to remove the intake hose, okay, and we're not going to show you guys, okay, how to remove the throttle body because you don't need to. But if you want to find out how, we have the video on the channel, so please check it out. So next step, what do we need to do? Okay, let's explain here now. We need to actually get that cable out. Okay, let me see where that cable goes. Okay, all the way through here. And what cable is this one actually? It goes... Okay, I'm trying to see where it goes. That's a positive, looks like it's a positive cable. Yep, so it will be actually even a good idea guys if you disconnect your car battery, okay, so you actually don't cause any damage if you wiggle wire out, positive wire, not attach it to ground or anything like that. On these modern vehicles it really matters how you disconnect the car battery, which terminal you disconnect and reconnect first, otherwise you can end up paying thousands of dollars in damages, and we've done that, believe us. So we're going to remove, okay, we have here a few nuts that you just turn very little, okay, very little, and it will start coming loose. Okay, you can see they're like clips. Let's turn them on the other side. You can see they're clips guys, okay, they stick out. And here if you pay attention, okay, if you pay attention, there is a thing where it aligns, okay, for locked and unlocked. Okay, so right here and here as well, and ours, this one, it should be the other way. We just jumped it, so we need to actually take care of that. You can see if it's locked, okay, that's fine. If it's locked, they point towards each other. If it's unlocked, they will be 90 degrees off. perfect. Now we need to actually do the same thing, okay, to the other side now. So again, okay, let's see which way we go. Counterclockwise. Yep, counterclockwise. You go 90 degrees, guys, on these nuts. Perfect. And we'll be able to lift this one up as well. You can see, and you can come to your window motor here. The ABS module, all that is here. Brake fluid, okay, you can see window motor, brake fluid, brake booster, ABS, traction control module. You have a vacuum line for the brakes right here, and quite a few things. So now let's remove, okay, a few more things here. We need to remove that so we can actually get to the bolts for the support bar here. Okay, we need to see what else we need to do. Here we need to get a big Torx wrench, and right here we'll need to open these caps, okay, with a screwdriver somehow. Okay, and we have a big, okay, you can see a big bolt with a Torx, a reverse Torx actually, there as well. So the two caps are out. Now I need to do the same thing to this side here. Okay, but here we have a clip. Okay, the other one I guess was missing the clip, so that clip needs to come out in order to be able to pull that thing out. But let's see if it's in the way. It's not even in the way. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll need to remove it. So now we're going to actually remove that clip, guys, because that will need to come out. So you can just get a screwdriver, okay, and gently pull it out just like that. Okay, so let's just get the clip out. Perfect. Now you just pull out a little bit and then pull the rest of the clip and it comes up. So now reverse Torx, guys. Okay, let's see which one is this one actually. So reverse Torx 18, that's what it looks like. We'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get the tools from. So just we're going to pre-loosen this one. It comes by hand, super easy. Okay, you can see. And then we have one on top. This one, okay, let's see if we take it all the way or we just get it loose. I don't remember how they were. Okay, so we're going to inspect it. Maybe we take it all the way out. Yep, we do. Because on the BMW 5 Series, we did a timing chain replacement recently. We had to remove this and you just get them loose. Okay, you don't actually, guys. Okay. And that whole thing will come, both of them are together. Yeah, the two pieces are actually together. So we're going to see now how everything's gonna come up. Perfect. Then we have just one more bolt there. If you have any specific questions, recommendations, always, guys, leave a comment below. And even if we don't have time immediately to make a video, many of you will help each other, I noticed that. So now we can grab that, okay, and pull it out. You can see this is the brace support for the front strut towers. It's out of here now. So next, guys, we're going to get, okay, let's see what we're going to get. 10mm socket now, and we're going to remove, okay, a few bolts that we have right there. Super tight. They are tight, since the little impact even cannot get them loose. So we're going to pre-loosen those. Let's see. Perfect. And then we can actually go ahead, or maybe our impact was on getting them tight. Perfect. Then we have one more over there. Careful not to drop them. Amazing. 3 are out. Now we need to come on this side. We have here actually 4, guys, from what I can see. We have one over here that we need to remove. Okay, let's see if we will be able to get that. Okay, that's you out. Great, one is out. 3 more. Okay, we will probably need to remove the brake vacuum line. We'll see in a second if it's in the way. To make sure we don't break it, correct? So now we're going to open that cap, make sure we don't have anything there. Okay, and it looks like this thing slides out here. On the other side it may need to be lifted up. Okay, and the lower the windshield cowl trim piece, also known as engine trim, is out, guys. You can see like that, and we have so much place to work on that BMW now. So it's out. So once you guys, okay, we removed, as you can see, the upper that cover engine shield right here. So once you do that, okay, this is for the intake hose. We showed you how to disconnect that one, but you can see right here it's squished towards each other. Okay, pull it out. You have another one on the throttle body. You have your throttle body installed here, the same thing, squeeze and pull it out. Once you do that, you have one more hose that you need to do, two more hoses. We're going to explain about that. Now this is your purge valve, purge control valve right here. So we're going to go ahead and remove it now. So next, guys, purge control valve. Okay, we just grab it. Okay, and you need to push it out. It has 2 rubber bushings. Careful not to break that. Okay, actually the pipe that's coming from the fuel tank, that's bringing the fuel vapors to the purge valve. Okay, perfect. Now I need to disconnect the wiring harness. Okay, right here on top, we press down, pull the wires out. Okay, and it is stuck big time. Okay, so you can see that thing here, push down, pull it out, perfect. Now we need to disconnect one more hose. So let me go ahead and do that one, guys. It's not as easy as I want it to be, but it came out. It's exactly the same design. We're going to leave the cables here are in the way. Now we're going to disconnect. Okay, right here we have one holder. Okay, we have that wire already disconnected here, you can see. And if you want to remove it all the way now, okay, all the way, yeah, we don't need to even do that one here. You can just go ahead and disconnect it right here. Let's grab that bottom line. Okay, squish towards each other. Push down first, then squish, and purge control valve came out. You can see just like that. So you can see, guys, this is your purge control valve. That's how you remove it, how you replace it. You have 2 wires. We have a special video that explains how to test them and make sure that you have a bad valve, because it could be something else that is causing your trouble. Also, it could be a leak somewhere. So check out the video how to test the purge control valve. I'll try to put the link in the description of the video below so you can see where you can find that video. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful to any of you trying to figure this thing out. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.